Before the sun rises fully, before the noise of the world enters your space, there is a sacred moment. A moment to reset, to rewire, to align your thoughts with the destiny you were created for. What you do first thing in the morning sets the tone for everything that follows. If you win the battle of the morning, you win the day. So, are you ready to unlock the secret that transforms your mind, your day, and ultimately your life? When you open your eyes in the morning, the very first thoughts that enter your mind have the power to shape your entire day. Think about it. Before the phone rings, before the news floods your heart with fear, before the demands of life scream for your attention, there is a stillness. A moment when your mind is clear, untouched, waiting to be programmed. What you allow in that moment becomes the foundation of your day. If you start with worry, your day will bend toward anxiety. If you start with gratitude, your day will open with peace. Your mind is like soil, fertile and ready to receive seeds. And in the morning, it's most open, most receptive. Whatever you plant first will grow strongest. That's why you cannot afford to wake up and immediately feed your mind with negativity, with distractions, with the noise of yesterday. You must choose intentionally what enters first. Because your first thought is not just a thought, it is a command to your entire being. It tells your emotions how to feel, it tells your energy where to go, it tells your actions how to move. So what if, before anything else, you spoke life to yourself? What if you declared your purpose out loud? What if you reminded your soul who you are and whose you are? That one shift would not only rewire your mind, it would realign your entire day with clarity and strength. You see, the morning is not just the start of a new day, it is the gateway to a new reality. But here's the question: how do you set the right atmosphere for your day? How do you make sure that the environment within you is stronger than the chaos around you? Stay with me, because the next step will show you how to create an atmosphere so powerful that nothing external can shake it. The atmosphere you set in the morning becomes the climate of your entire day. Have you noticed how the energy around you in those first few moments determines how you respond to everything else? If you wake up rushed, your day feels chaotic. If you wake up in silence, your spirit feels calm. That's because atmosphere carries influence. It either empowers you or drains you. So you must be deliberate, intentional about creating an atmosphere that feeds your mind and your soul. Before you speak to anyone, before you scroll through anything, pause, breathe. Let the stillness remind you that this is a new beginning. Open your window. Let light in, because light changes how you feel. Play something uplifting, something that lifts your spirit higher than the noise of yesterday. Speak words of gratitude, because gratitude doesn't just change your mood, it changes your perspective. The atmosphere you create doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be right. It has to remind you that you are more than what you face. You are more than the challenges waiting outside your door. And don't forget, the atmosphere within you is more important than the atmosphere around you. What you allow in your thoughts will either attract peace or confusion. So guard that space. Choose what you hear, choose what you see, choose what you allow to settle in your heart. Because once your inner atmosphere is aligned, nothing external can shake you. But how do you keep that alignment? How do you move from creating an atmosphere to actually aligning your mind with the true purpose of your life? Stay with me, because the next step will unlock the deeper power of living your mornings with intention. When you rise in the morning, you're not just waking up your body, you are awakening your mind to a new day of possibilities. But here's the truth: your mind will always default to what it was filled with yesterday, unless you realign it with purpose. Purpose is like a compass. It points you in the right direction even when the path seems unclear. Without it, you drift. With it, you move with clarity, confidence, and conviction. So the first question you must ask yourself each morning is simple. Why am I here today? What is the reason I've been given another sunrise? Take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture of your life. You're not just existing to survive another day, you are here to fulfill something greater. And when you remind yourself of that purpose, it changes how you approach everything. The tasks that once felt heavy now feel meaningful. The challenges that once intimidated you now look like opportunities. Because when your mind aligns with purpose, it filters out the noise and focuses on what truly matters. So speak to your mind with intention. Tell it, today I choose clarity over confusion. Today I choose vision over distraction. Don't allow yesterday's failures or today's fears to dominate your thoughts. Instead, anchor your mind in the truth that you were created for more, and that every step today is a step closer to your destiny. But there's more. Aligning your mind with purpose is powerful, yet it becomes even stronger when you learn to speak life over your day before the world speaks its doubts into you. How do you command your day with words that shape your reality? Stay with me, because what you say next, before the world has a chance to speak to you, you must speak to yourself. Your words carry power, more power than you realize. What you declare in the morning doesn't just echo in the air. It shapes your mindset. It directs your emotions. It frames the reality you will experience. If you wake up and say, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm not enough, your day will bow to those words. But if you rise and speak life, speak faith, speak strength, your day will rise to meet your declaration. So take a moment, look in the mirror, and affirm who you are. Speak to your soul with boldness. Say, today I am focused. Today I am favored. Today I will walk in wisdom and peace. Don't just whisper it. Declare it with authority, because your mind listens to your voice louder than anyone else's. What you say first thing in the morning plants the seeds that grow throughout the day. And here's the secret. Your words not only change how you feel, they change how you see. You begin to notice opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, possibilities instead of limitations. And don't stop there. Speak to your day as if it's already aligned with your purpose. Command peace over the chaos, clarity over confusion, strength over weakness. The world may try to shape your thoughts with negativity, but when you've already spoken truth over yourself, nothing outside can override what's already been declared within. But how do you make sure the words you speak aren't empty? How do you ensure they come from a place of true freedom, not the weight of yesterday's mental chains? Stay with me, because the next step will show you how to break the patterns that keep your mind locked in the past. Every new morning is an opportunity to break free from the mental chains of yesterday. But here's the challenge. If you don't release the weight of the past, it silently follows you into the present. The regrets, the failures, the disappointments, they become invisible walls that limit your thinking and shrink your vision. So before you step into a new day, you must choose to let go. You must tell yourself, yesterday is gone. It cannot define me. It cannot control me. Take a deep breath and remind your mind that every sunrise is proof of renewal. You're not bound to the same patterns, the same mistakes, the same old stories. The thoughts that held you captive yesterday lose their power when you decide not to feed them today. Forgive yourself for what didn't work out. Release the bitterness of who hurt you. Clear the mental clutter that steals your focus and peace, because a mind still chained to the past cannot embrace the possibilities of the present. And here's the truth. Freedom is not a feeling. It's a decision. You may not be able to change what happened, but you can change how you carry it. You can choose to see the lesson instead of the loss. You can choose to walk forward instead of standing still. When you break those chains every morning, your mind becomes lighter, clearer, ready to think higher. But once those chains are gone, what will you fill your mind with? How do you replace the old patterns with something strong, something powerful, something that nourishes your soul? Stay with me, because the next step will show you how to plant the right seeds of gratitude and clarity into your morning. Once you've cleared the mental weight of yesterday, you must be intentional about what you plant in your mind today. And there is no better seed than gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus. It opens your eyes to what is working instead of what is missing. It reminds you that even in the midst of challenges, there are still reasons to be thankful, still blessings you cannot ignore. So before you dive into the demands of the day, pause and name what you're grateful for. Speak it out loud. Feel it. Let it fill the atmosphere within you. Because when gratitude enters your heart, clarity follows. You begin to see things differently. Your problems don't disappear, but they lose their power over you. Gratitude expands your vision. It makes you aware of new opportunities, new ideas, new strengths you didn't notice before. It calms the noise and creates space for wisdom to flow. And here's the beauty. When you choose to be grateful first thing in the morning, you are telling your mind to focus on abundance, not lack. You're training it to expect good, not fear the worst. So write it down, speak it, think it deeply. I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for strength, for growth, for lessons learned. Even the small things matter, because the more you acknowledge them, the more you see. And as your heart becomes full of gratitude, your mind becomes clear, ready to align with your purpose and ready to handle whatever comes with strength and calmness. But gratitude alone is not the end. Once your heart is filled and your mind is clear, you must learn to take authority over the day ahead. How do you move from simply feeling grateful to actually commanding your day with vision and power? Stay with me, because the next step will show you how to speak over your day with intention that cannot be shaken. When your mind is clear and your heart is filled with gratitude, it's time to take authority over your day. You were never meant to simply react to whatever comes your way. You were created to lead your day with vision. Vision gives direction, it gives meaning, it gives power to your actions. So, before the noise of life tries to pull you in every direction, pause and declare what you want this day to become. Don't just hope for it, command it. Speak over your schedule, your work, your relationships, your decisions. Tell your day where it must go instead of letting it drag you aimlessly. Wake up and say, today I will walk in wisdom. Today I will attract opportunities. Today I will be productive and peaceful. Today I will fulfill the purpose that has been placed in me. When you speak like this, you're not just using empty words. You're programming your mind to align with that vision. Your brain starts to look for ways to make it happen. Your energy follows your declarations. Your actions begin to line up with your words. And don't stop at just speaking. See it in your mind. Picture the success, picture the calm, picture the growth you desire. Because the clearer your vision is, the stronger your focus becomes. Challenges will still come, but they won't distract you, because you've already seen where you're going. You've already decided how this day will serve your purpose. But there's one more thing you must protect. Even when you speak vision and set the tone, there will always be external forces that try to invade your peace and steal your focus. So how do you safeguard the mind you've built in the morning from the chaos that waits outside? Stay with me, because the next step will show you how to guard the gate of your mind and keep it strong all day long. When you've set your vision, when you've declared your day with purpose, you must now protect the gate of your mind, Because no matter how strong your morning routine is, the world will try to invade your thoughts. Negativity will knock, distractions will call, fear will whisper, doubt will try to creep in. That is why you must decide intentionally what you allow in and what you shut out. Your mind is a doorway. What enters will either build you or break you. Guard your thoughts like a treasure. Don't let every voice have access to your spirit. Don't let every message, every post, every opinion shape how you feel. Choose carefully the conversations you engage in, the information you consume, the atmosphere you allow around you. Because what you entertain will eventually enter. Protect your peace by setting boundaries. Protect your focus by saying no to what doesn't align with your vision. Protect your joy by refusing to let temporary chaos steal eternal truths. And remember, guarding your mind isn't just about keeping things out. It's about continually feeding it with what is good, what is true, what is uplifting. When the wrong thought tries to settle in, replace it immediately with the right one. When fear speaks, answer with faith. When doubt rises, respond with confidence. The more you train your mind to reject what weakens you, the stronger it becomes to sustain you. So as you move through your day, keep the gate closed to anything that doesn't serve your purpose. Keep your inner atmosphere stronger than the outer noise. Because the same way you start your morning is the same way you must carry it through. Intentional, focused, unshaken. And now, take this truth deeply. Your mornings are not just a routine, they are a reset. Your thoughts are not just passing ideas, they are seeds shaping your future. Your words are not just sounds, they are forces that direct your life. So rise each day with purpose. Create the right atmosphere. Align your mind. Speak life. Release the past. Plant gratitude. Command your day and guard your mind. For as you master your mornings, you will master your life.